Navigating Tokyo DisneySea with a toddler requires more than just a map. It requires a tactical survival guide. From overwhelming crowds to hidden sensory escapes, DisneySea can be a bit intimidating, especially with a child. Tokyo DisneySea is comprised of 8 harbors, so I'm going to let you know which ones sparked utter joy and the other ones that caused a complete meltdown. First, a little background on Tokyo DisneySea. Tokyo DisneySea is the only water-themed Disney park in the world, and it is centered around exploration and myths of the sea. Now, it is mostly geared for the adults because it has more thrill rides, but there are some fun rides for the kiddos. The first port is the Mediterranean Harbor, and this is the Italian side at Tokyo DisneySea. What you can do there are the different canal tours. You would see a huge pirate ship, and also this is where Fortress Explorations is located, which is an indoor mini museum as well as a playground for the kiddos where they can go and play on the pirate ship. It is very interactive. I find this port as really cool. It was where she was able to play on a huge playground. She was able to go into a dark museum and to explore. So I give this a low overstimulation rating. The next port is the American waterfront, and it is centered in New York in the 1900s. This is where you will find the Toy Story ride as well as different unique New York style 1900 storefronts. Also many installations around the area where she was able to pretend like she was driving in an old mail car. You could ride the train that goes through out there. Also be aware that this is where Tower of Terror is. With a toddler, they don't meet the height requirement for that ride, but there are other things there that they can do. The American waterfront is where we went to the dockside diner. There we were able to find more kid-friendly food such as like French fries or hamburgers. We were able to eat there, and we also had like character interactions where she was able to meet Scrooge McDuck and a few other characters that I wasn't really familiar with. And for the parent, the American waterfront is another place where you can get an alcoholic beverage. It's very good. Might want to try it. So the American waterfront is another port that's really great for the kiddos. Low overstimulation meter. The third port is Port Discovery, and this was our toddler's favorite port throughout the whole entire park. At Port Discovery, you're gonna find more of the water rides here. This is where Nemo is located as well as Aquatopia. Aquatopia was our toddler's favorite ride. We rode that like 4 times that day. And on that ride, you can choose your splash factor if you want to get soaked or just a little sprinkle. However, unfortunately, in September of this year, September 14th, it will permanently close in order to make way for new rides at Port Discovery. She loved that port. It's a lot to do there. The fourth port at Tokyo DisneySea is the Lost River Delta, and this is literally Indiana Jones inspired jungle, and it includes the mosquitoes too. This area I would say is more for the adults because this is where Raging Spirits is as well as the Indiana Jones movie. However, there is a place there where you can go and meet the characters. You to meet Minnie Mouse and Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse. However, when we went, it was raining, so the mosquitoes were running rampant and they tore us up. So, Lost River Delta, though it was cool and she got to have character interaction there, the mosquitoes got to us, and so she was pretty miserable. Therefore, I give Lost River Delta a very high ranking on the overstimulation meter. She didn't like getting bit up. However, for the parent, you want to also have the priority pass for Raging Spirits and Indiana Jones ride so that you can be able to take turns again to ride the ride. Fifth port is the Arabian coast, and oh my goodness, if you want to be fully immersed in Agrabah and have Arabian Nights, this is the port for you. She absolutely loved this port, and we did too, because my husband's favorite movie is Aladdin. So we went into the theater, we went into the marketplace. We love Jasmine's flying carpets. It is a whole new world over there, and it is amazing. And I give that one very low on the overstimulation meter, meaning she absolutely loved it. The sixth port is Mermaid Lagoon, and to be honest, I think this is one of my top ports. It is an under the sea themed or Little Mermaid themed indoor playground with 6 to 7 different toddler and kid friendly rides. Mermaid Lagoon, it really makes you feel as if you are literally under the sea. Some of our favorite rides there was the whirlpool where you're swishing around, or jumping jellyfish, a blowfish ride, and they also had Ariel's playground. So this is another place where the kids can just all hang out, interact together, ride all the rides, and also be inside and not in the midst of heat. So I give this port a low overstimulation rating. Port number 7 is Mysterious Land. This port is located inside Mount Prometheus, and it's basically based on the Jules Verne novels. Now, being inside away from the heat was pretty cool. However, this is where you'll find Journey to the Center of the Earth, that ride. And of course, our toddler did not meet the height requirements for it, so she couldn't get on it. However, the atmosphere and the water and being able to see the boats that do their tours around there was pretty cool for her. But there were times where it was a little too dark, or the volcano eruption kind of overstimulated her a bit and she didn't like it. But thank goodness, Fortress Explorations is not too far from there, so I was able to take her there so she can play at the playground. So unfortunately, Mysterious Lands gets a high rank on the overstimulation meter. Last but certainly not least is Fantasy Springs. Fantasy Springs is the newest port that has just opened, and this is where you'll find the Peter Pan ride, Tinkerbell, Tangled, and Elsa and Anna's Frozen Journey. This port, our daughter absolutely loved it. She loved it so much that we waited in a 180-minute line for her, and it was cool. She was able to run throughout Arendelle. It literally is Arendelle. It was so much for her to interact with, as well as ride the rides. The whole area was really great. She was able to interact with everything. They have kid-friendly restaurants there, as well as shops and things to go into, and some great photo opportunities there. Fantasy Springs gets a low ranking on the overstimulation meter, which means she enjoyed it and you don't have to worry about a breakdown. So just to recap, if you are traveling to Tokyo DisneySea with a toddler that's 3 or younger, please be aware of the height requirements and the different ports that are mainly geared for us adults and not them. The 6 ports that you would definitely want to stick to make sure that your toddler is not overstimulated is the Mediterranean Harbor, the American Waterfront, Mermaid Lagoon, Fantasy Springs, Arabian Coast, and Port Discovery. Tokyo DisneySea is a pretty unique and special Disney park, but it can be very intimidating if you're going for the first time, as well as if you're going for the first time with a toddler. So I hope these tips help you and will help you plan your trip to the park accordingly, because we have to be strategic in order to have an amazing time at Tokyo DisneySea. Again, thank you for watching our videos. If you liked them, please make sure you like, you comment, and subscribe. And if it's within the first week, give us a hype. It is a free thing to do, and it will help out our channel tremendously. It'll send it out to more people. We can build our audience. If you want more content, we have Disney videos here, or if you just want to see where else we have visited in the world, we have videos here. Thank you.